Hey guys, what's up? Coming at you the deck profile here. This is Ice Barriers. One of my friends recently brought it to my attention that Ice Barrier might still be good, and he wanted me to play them and see if Ice Barrier is still any good in this new format. Considering now with Heavy, Storm, and Monster Reborn gone, you can practically play off a lot with this deck, plus and with the fact that there's title, you can make more special summon plays and make bigger pushes with ice barriers. And he brought it to my attention that the deck itself still has potential if you run a significant amount of traps and stuff like that. And the deck itself has tremendous draw power. Well, has great draw power, has search power. The deck covers a lot of bases. And he just told me, he's like, you should try this deck. So what did I do? I decided to build the deck, and so far this is what I have. The deck itself overall plays pretty good. Uh, it's a pretty slow deck, not like extremely slow, but like slow as in the fact that it takes like 2 to 3 turns to properly set up for your win. But the ice barriers, this build generally revolves around General Gintala, and I'll kind of go through it and explain why it revolves around Gintala and what this deck does that makes it pretty fun and pretty good. So to start off, we have an Aqua Spirit. Just banish a water monster, and we definitely have plenty of those. And there's a new Gemini monster coming out, actually, that's going to really be useful in here. It's going to be actually extremely useful. It would be here, I think. Dan is going extremely laggy. Why are you lagging, Dan? Okay. So it's a Gemini monster. Where is it? It's not Lancer. What is the card? Hmm. It's a Gemini monster, and you can find it on... I know you can find it on Dev Pro, but apparently it's not on the DN registry yet. But it basically... it's a spirit, and it will be used to replace Aqua Spirit in the sense that you can special summon it from hand, and it's also eligible for salvage to replay, so that'll see more use. But you have Blizzard, Defender of the Ice Barrier. When it's destroyed, you draw a card. You play 3 Defender, plus you can easily just drop this to search. We'll drop this to draw with Strategist. 2 Effect Veiler. A lot of things in this new format are running off monster effects, so Effect Veiler is good against that. Either that or Breakthrough Skill. Fishboard Archer. It was a last-minute judgment call on whether or not to play this, but I decided to do it because you could just discard a water monster and special summon this from your graveyard, and then you can synchro with Fishboard Archer. General Gintala. During the end phase, you can special summon an Ice Barrier monster from the graveyard. So General Gintala is overall the main boss of the deck, in the sense that he has a 2700 and he's a level 7, and he can even be used to bring back the Ice Barrier synchros, which is also a big part of the plays of this deck, is to play for those. Main 2 maxi, because a lot of things in this deck, well, a lot of formats, and a lot of decks this format special summon like crazy. So maxi basically just draw you into everything you need for game. 3 Medallion to the Ice Barrier, search for Ice Barrier cards. Well, Ice Barrier monsters, I should say. Moray of Greed. I honestly may take out this Moray of Greed and put it in Foolish, because of the fact that today I played 5 or 6 games with the Ice Barrier deck, with this deck, and one game Moray drew me into my traps, which was good, but other than that, I couldn't get Gintala to the graveyard. For some reason, I just couldn't get it. And you can use like Title's effect to go for it too. So like, what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to drop out the max C. And I'm probably going to drop the max C's and go for Foolish Burial, Mid-Deck Foolish, and another Title. Because it just helps you get like your Gintala and your Fishboard to the graveyard faster, and like you can Foolish something else if you really want to speed the deck up. But that looks pretty good. You have 3 Prior. Basically, Prior and Gintala make you a mini loop. And the way that works is you go Prior, Tribute Prior, Special Gintala. Gintala during the end phase, bring back Prior. So if they kill your Prior, you can just bring it back with Gintala. If they kill your Gintala, you can just bring it back with Prior. So you pretty much just have this mini loop combo that can go on numerous times unless they can get over both your monsters that same turn, which if you're playing against Dragon Rulers, they will do that pretty easily. If not, well then they might get over it, they might not, I don't know. But we play Triple Strategist, just discard Ice Barriers, well send Ice Barriers and draw cards. So like you can just send your Gintala to the graveyard, draw a card. Triple Title, which we just changed because of the fact that you can use Title to send Gintala or your Fishboard Archer to the graveyard with just like sending something else, like send a Defender. I mean, send like a Blizzard or something. But we use Valor with Title to go for level 8 synchros, and just being able to consistently get these to get, Gintala to the graveyard is such a huge plus. Then like you can banish more titles for more summons, and you don't have to banish so much of the priors and the other guys. One Book of Moon gets you over Bottomless and does some other things for you, helps you out in other ways. Dark Hole, the Foolish Barrel, which we added, the 3 Medallion, the Moray, 2 MSTs, just neutralize back row, 2 Duality. You don't always special summon in Duality, you can just like let you get up to your plays, like you get the Medallion, you play Medallion, draw, search for a card. 2 Salvage and 2 Surface. Salvage just recycles your Blizzard and your Prior, which is the reason you're going to do that, or you can recycle Fishboard Archer if need be. 2 Surface. Target level 3 or lower fish. Sea Serpent or Aqua type monster, so basically you're gonna play Surface on Prior or Blizzard. You can also play it on Fishboard, so you can make synchro plays with that. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 2 Fiendish Chain, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Torrential Tribute. Honestly, I might take out these Fiendish Chains for a breakthrough skill, because this format is very monster effect heavy. So, I can't stop yawning. It really wouldn't be that bad of an idea to do that, because like most things this format are monster heavy. So you do that, you got it. We'll just side the 2 max C for now. We'll see where it gets us with the Foolish and the Foolish and stuff. We've got 1 Alia Justice Cataster, 1 Black Rose Dragon to nuke the field, 1 Crimson Blader as one of the primary level 8s, 1 Duloran Tiger King of the Ice Barrier, which can be brought back with Gintala or Prior, Gungnir Dragon of the Ice Barrier, which has a nice destruction effect that can also be brought back with Gintala or Prior, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust Dragon, because they're pretty much mandatory. For rank 4s, we have Diamond Dire, we have Gachi Gachi, who's rank 2, 1 Gagaga Cowboy, 1 Lavalval Chain, 1 Jacosack, 1 Big Eye, 1 Bush of Corn, and 1 Master of Blades. The deck itself has a little bit of balance. It's still in its testing stage. I'm not sure if this deck is ready to take to any kind of regional event or anything like that. I want to make it able to go to regionals, but I'm not sure if I can or should. So we're just gonna play around with these a little bit and just test them out and see what we can make with the deck. And I will do some dual videos and stuff like that on this deck, so on and so forth, and just kind of mess about with the deck a little bit and see where the deck gets me. Anyways, guys, thank you and peace out. Have a nice